Gears just come out. This thing looks kind of cruddy. Here we go. Working on a 304 AMC. I put hardened seats and did valve job and guides. I did a video on repairing this bolt hole that was totally exploded. Look what somebody did to this hole. The block, we decked it and bored the cylinders 30 over. Looks nice, huh? I resized all the connecting rods, and those are hung on some new pistons. Here's the timing cover off that 304. Look what they did. They put the pump right on it. And the housing of the pump is the timing cover. So if your housing's bad, your whole front cover's bad. That's a dumb design. Typically an oil pump bolts to the engine somewhere, and you can just replace the whole thing like this Chevrolet. Don't use the plastic sleeve though. You got a parts basket. So I'm going to take all these bolts out, but first I want to take out these and these, because I got something to hang on to that way. So this is the bypass valve hole. I'm going to take this adapter out, which has the oil filter bypass. This is the pressure bypass, the first one I took out. This is the oil pump, oil filter in case your filter clogs. And that just holds a, should be a little wafer here. There it is. I did not get a new one in the kit, and a spring. Now these can come out. Now I got a rubber hammer. This is going to be stuck, I'll bet you. These things are always stuck. A little more persuasion and I got it off. This isn't horrible. I can machine this. This is okay. We got to worry about this housing for this thing. Gears just come out. That one's got a burr on it. I'm gonna take that back in there and sand on it just a little bit. Hang on. Got some sandpaper. I don't care about this shaft. I just don't want to mess up the housing. This gear should slide out. There it is. That's what that looks like. There's the other gear. This is just idler gear. That's that. Hold on, let me clean this. Doesn't look too bad. There is a little bit of wear, but it's not the end of the world. I think it'll function good for him. Let me throw it in the wash. Just like that, we spilled over into Wednesday. This thing looks kind of cruddy. So I'm gonna glass bead it. Got everything taped up. I don't want glass bead going in there. Look at that. I know I taped this. I bet you there's gonna be glass bead in here. Let's see. See it on the tape there? This glass beater is a great machine, but it's deadly. You can't have any glass bead in there. It's just like, you know, it just kill your bearings. So let's wash it. So I got some 400 and just lightly scuffed this. You cannot remove much material off of this because the gears will hang out and they'll hit the bottom of that plate. See down in here? This corner is just really, really yucky. I'm going to take this flash out of it with a grinder. There you go. Here we are from the other side. You don't have to do that to your pump, but I had to do it to this one. Let's wash it. Here's the bottom of the pump. I got it taped off too. Except I left this hole open right here. The purpose of the tape is not to keep the glass bead out. It's to keep the glass bead from peppering critical pieces. This has 2 bypass valves in it, so if they have to run smooth, so the glass bead would just beat them up. Here we go. Okay, everything's clean and ready to assemble. It's really important to compare everything. These are the bypass valves. They're the same diameters. Check the length of these as well as these, the gears. Don't forget to put this little gasket on the bypass spring. The bypass spring is a little bit longer on this one. Maybe hard to see. So it should have a little bit better spring pressure. And don't forget the gasket. I had a customer years ago put his own kit in, didn't put the gasket in. The gears jammed into the bottom of this and busted the drive off. Don't forget it. Okay, let's put the gears in. I've already got lube on this. Don't put anything together dry. There's that one. I got lube inside this one. Make sure everything's free. I'm going to put just a tiny bit of oil in here, not very much. And I'll explain why. Now I just packed these gears with Vaseline, petroleum jelly. Now the gasket goes on. I'm not putting any sealer on this. You could maybe put something on it, some brush tack. I wouldn't put anything on it. So let me get all these bolts in. Okay, got all the bolts in. I tightened them with a wrench. You got to be real careful and real gentle on these. Don't use the torque spec in the book. Now the bypass valve goes in. Got to have oil on it. I already put oil in the hole here. So in it goes. Got to all be free. Here's the spring with that gasket. This is the important part right here. See how far that's sticking out? That's going to have pressure. If this just goes in, you don't have any oil pressure. Hang on. Here we go. Sometimes this is tough to get started. It's got quite a bit of tension on it. Careful with it. Wear glasses. This thing will shoot out and kill you. It'll kill you. Here, let me tighten that. I'm just going to tighten that with a wrench too, because you could split this right here. I've seen people split them. Then we get the bypass for the oil filter. Your oil filter gets plugged. Now this is kind of a different style. It just has a wafer. And it's kind of a little tricky to put in. So I can do this. Maybe I can't do this. Don't go away. This goes down. That pushes on that little wafer. A little tricky to put in, but it can be done. Hang on. There you go, I got that in. Now, this is kind of important. Don't turn this, but make sure it's free. Now, I just rocked it back and forth a tiny bit. Don't pump that Vaseline out of there. Look at that. Didn't that come out nice? I did it again. I tried to make a short video, and I decided to just do a long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Just pay attention to what you're doing when you're doing something like this. Look at everything, take pictures of it when you're taking it apart. Go back and refer to those pictures if you don't know which way something goes, you know, and definitely compare all those parts because they don't always fit. Thanks for coming along. I'd like to thank you guys for following me along. Almost 8,000 subscribers now, thanks to you. You come back and see me again and be nice to each other. Bye.